Dwyane Wade reunites with LeBron James, aiming to win their third championship together and Wade's fourth overall. According to ESPN's Dave McMenamin, Cavaliers coach Tyronn Lue said that D-Wade played backup point guard in his first practice with the team on Wednesday. So far, it seems the Cavaliers are letting the Surefire Hall of Famer run their second unit. This opens up a few questions for us. So guys, Dwyane Wade, obviously, he's a Surefire Hall of Famer. Really interesting wrinkle to this Cavaliers team just by sheer talent and experience. It's really interesting. Jordan, is Dwyane Wade the Cavaliers' answer to their woeful bench production and leadership in the past few years?
I think he's definitely one of the answers. If you look in the playoffs last year, and more particularly the finals, their bench depth was a problem, and also their defense. So I think Wade actually helps out in both of those kind of facets of the game. He does give them another answer off the bench instead of watching Darren Williams just chuck up a few shots and just kind of jog to and fro. But yeah, definitely.
Now, when LeBron James was off the court last year, Matthew, the Cavaliers just had a rough time. Truthfully, even with Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love on the floor together, they still didn't match their production, not even close, when LeBron was on the court. With the addition of D-Wade, do you think he's going to take a leadership role with this team as a floor general?
I believe so. I think he was a floor general last year, but I think he's going to be more of a leader, vocal leader. He has his best friend, Dwyane Wade, now, who is finals experience, finals MVP in 2006. I think they're both take on that shared role of, hey guys, we need to do this. We need this to win a championship. It's particularly early in the season, you have Dwyane Wade on the bench. So I think it'll be a lot of fun. So.
Now, speaking of early in the season, Isaiah Thomas isn't expected to be back for a few months, because of that hip injury that he suffered last year in the playoffs. What role do you see D-Wade playing specifically while Thomas is out?
I believe he's going to be on the bench. You can't have Dwyane Wade and Derrick Rose starting together, just awful shooting. So he'll lead that second unit with Kyle Korver, Jeff Green, Jay Crowder, and Channing Frye. So the bench is really great this year. I really love the addition. So he'll be on the bench the first half of the season until Isaiah Thomas gets back, and then I believe he'll be back on the starting lineup.
Now, with all this new depth, Jordan, we all know what the Cavaliers are aiming for here. They're aiming for a championship. They want to win it all, and to do that, you got to get past Golden State. Do you think this signing, while is definitely going to help the rest of the season and make the Cavaliers' entrance into the NBA Finals that much more of a certainty, do you think this signing helps them against the Warriors?
I mean, I think it definitely helps them against the Warriors. I actually thought the Cavs had a pretty good shot against the Warriors last year.
The games were close.
Yeah, I mean, if they just had to win Game 3, and a lot of the games were close down to the wire. But nonetheless, moving to this year, I think it definitely gives them a shot. If you look, they lost Kyrie Irving, but they gained Isaiah Thomas, who does pretty much the same thing as Kyrie. And then they also got Wade, Rose, and Jay Crowder. So they have a lot of different players, whether it be their starting lineup or their bench, who do multiple different things very well, whether it be shoot, distribute, defend, anything. They have a lot of those guys who could do multiple things well. So I definitely think it gives them a great shot next year.
Yeah, I think this also opens something up for the Cavs. I think they can go back to their 2015 style of defense. They can't keep up with the Warriors like they tried to do last year. And mind you, they did it well. But the Warriors, they're just a little too explosive. Right? The games were close in the finals, but it's about winning. It's not about how close they were. I think this gives them the chance to go back to defense. You can get Iman Shumpert out there. You've got LeBron. You've got Jay Crowder. You can put Tristan Thompson. And then you've also got D-Wade running that unit at the technical point guard spot. If you really need to muck it up and lock it down, I think this gives them the opportunity to do that.
Yeah, I think Tyronn Lue and his coaching staff definitely have their hands full. I mean, it's definitely a good problem to have just because they have so much talent on their roster right now, but they've got a lot of shuffling around to do just to find out what works and what doesn't by the time the playoffs come. Because I think it's guaranteed. I mean, Cavs are going to be 1 or 2 seed. I think LeBron has one more year guaranteed where he's just going to be in the finals.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely think we're right about that, and it's really going to be interesting to see how this Cavaliers team shapes up throughout the season. It's going to be fun to watch. I tell you, this is going to be a fun season. I'm itching to watch this game. I really am. All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for our second segment. We'll be right back with talking about the NBA's Lottery Reform.